पदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितां तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते प्राप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानु सुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण प्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामिनिते नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाशातदेशतारिणे। Hare Krishna. Continuing from the fourth chapter on the process of creation, the canto name is the cosmic manifestation. And Maharaj Parikshit has inquired from Sukadeva Goswami on the process of creation, how the different energies of the Lord, how they act wonderfully, how the Lord manifests this entire material creation. And before beginning to answer these questions, which are very difficult even for the most learned sages to comprehend, we see what the standard Sri Sukadeva Goswami, he begins with the invocation. Long invocation. The invocation prayers begins from verse number 12. Mangalachara. What is the Mangalachara? Shuddhanti. They were invoking auspiciousness, so that the subject matter can be comprehended. And in the last verse, he's talking about even those who are in the most abominable position of human life. He mentions so many: Kirat, Puna, Andhra, Pulinda, Pulkasha, Abhira, Sumba, Yamana, Prasadaya. Ye annecha papyada pashraya ashraya shuddhanti tasmai prabha vishnave nama. So as soon as the sound, the name of the Lord, Prabha Vishnave. Prabha Vishnave is the name of the Supreme Lord Vishnu. As soon as the Lord's name is reverberated or it is glorified, everything becomes purified. How many of you try to memorize these verses? At least 15, 16, 17. I had requested even 18. How many of you tried? 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay. One hand is up from Ramya also. Very good, Ramya. बोलिए कौन से वर्स आपने मेमोराइज किए?
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी 15 and 18.
ओके, बोलिए 15.
यत् यत् कीर्तनं यत् स्मरणं यत् इच्छानं यत् वन्दनं यत् श्रवणं यत् अर्हणं लोकस्य साध्य विधुनोति
कल्मषाः
विधुनोति कल्मषः तस्मै तस्मै सुभद्र सर्वसे नमः.
Yeah, tasvai subhadra shavase. Everything becomes subhadra, auspicious. How? By the process of shavase, by hearing. Namo namo. Very good. And which one? 18th. Very good. Brilliant.
किरात हुनांद पुलिंद पुलकसः अभीर अभीर सुंभा अभीर सुंभा यवनः कसादयः ये 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 अन्ये च पाप यत् अपाश्रय आश्रयः शुद्ध्यन्ति तस्मै प्रभ वैष्णवे नमः.
Very good. Very good. Thank you. Anyone else? पुरुषोत्तम आपने चारों याद कर लिए 15 to 18?
Yes, yes, Rohan.
बोलिए.
From which verse to 15?
हाँ, 15, yes. रविंद्र प्रभु 1 मिनट. रविंद्र प्रभु अपना कैमरा एडजस्ट करो. आपका दर्शन नहीं होता ना, आपका होता है ना प्रियंका का होता है. अभी थोड़ा आ गया. ओके, यस, ठीक है. बोलिए पुरुषोत्तम.
यत् कीर्तनम यत् स्मरणम यत् इच्छनम यत् बंधनम यत् चर्वणम यत् आहरणम लोकस्य सद्यो विदु विदु लोकस्य सद्यो
विधुनोति कल्मषाः
विदुनोति कल्मषा तस्मै सुभद्रो शबसे नमो नमः. विचक्षणा यच्चरणो भयातनात् विचक्षणा यच्चरणो भयातनात् संगा युध्नोति अंतरात्मनः विन्दन्ति हि ब्रह्मगतिं गता क्लमा तस्मै सुभद्रो सर्वस्य नमो नमः.
एक बार और बोलिए.
तपस्विनो दान
No, wait, 16 दोबारा
Yes, bro.
रिवाइज. 16.
विचक्षणा यच्चरणोपसादनात् संग विचक्षणा यच्चरणोपसादनात् संगम व्युदस्यो न सद्यम संगम विदस्यो न अंतरात्मनः विन्दन्ति हि ब्रह्मगतिं गता क्लमा तस्मै सुभद्रो शबसे नमो नमः.
ठीक. नेक्स्ट.
तपस्विनो दानपरा यशस्विनो मनस्विनो मंत्रिविधाशु मंगला क्षेमं न विन्दन्ति विना यद् अर्पणं तस्मै सुभद्रो शबसे नमो नमः. किरातहुनान्द्रा पुलिंदा पुलकषा आवीर शंभायवना खसादया येनेन च पापा यदपाश्रयाश्रया शुद्ध्यन्ति तस्मै प्रभ विष्णवे नमः.
वेरी गुड. थैंक यू. थैंक यू. रविंदर, क्या हुआ? नो नीड, जरूरत नहीं है. हाँ, बहुत शुद्ध है, इतने शुद्ध प्योरिफिकेशन की जरूरत क्या है याद करने का. ऑल these verses are speaking how one can purify his existence, and in particular the 15th verse is so specially speaking about how to purify people in general. Lokasya sadhyo vidnoti kalmasha. Tasmai subhadra shavase namo namah. What is that process? It was six aspects. Yat kirtanam, yat smaranam, yat ikshanam, yat vandanam, yat shravanam, yat arhanam. क्या नहीं पता है इसमें? हाँ, कीर्तनम स्मरणम नहीं पता है, वंदनम श्रवणम नहीं पता है क्या? केवल दो वर्ड इसमें ऐड हो रहे हैं. ईक्षणम इज द ऑडियंस एंड अर्हनम इज द वर्शिप. बस वो है क्या? लोकस्य साध्यो विदनोति कल्मषा. अरे लोकस्य साध्यो कहाँ होगा? पहले अपना तो हो जाए. अपना ही नहीं हो रहा, होगा कैसे? क्योंकि प्रयास ही नहीं है. ईटिंग मीटिंग डिफेंडिंग में इतना प्रयास करने को तैयार है, लेकिन प्योरिफिकेशन के लिए प्रयास नहीं करेंगे. मनोराम बोलो, कौन सा किया है चार में से? पूरा वीकेंड था आपके पास. अनम्यूट एंड रिसाइट.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. 15th I will try, Prabhuji.
हाँ बोलिए.
Yat Kirtanam, Yat Smaranam, Yat Ikshanam, Yat Bandhanam, Yat Shravanam, Yat Arhanam, Lokasya Shadda Vidunati Kalmasham, Tashme Shubhadra Shravase Namo Namaha.
इसका ट्रांसलेशन भी बता दीजिए. व्हाट डज दिस वर्स मीन?
I offer my respectful obeisances to the Supreme Lord by having whose glorification, remembrance, audience, and by worshipping whom once all sinful reactions get nullified.
Okay. Six aspects are there. No? Kirtanam is glorifying, Smaranam is remembering, and Ikshanam is audience. Then Bandhanam is prayers, Shravanam is hearing. छह में से चार बताए, दो हटा दिए. बोलिए मानिनी माता जी, अभी भी आपका चल रहा है प्रोग्राम, वो साल भर तक चलता रहेगा. हाँ, एक बहाना मिल गया इसलिए कुछ करने की जरूरत नहीं है.
नहीं
बोलो
प्रभु जी,
क्या
अभी
याद किया है?
खत्म नहीं किया प्रभु जी.
हाँ,
नहीं हुआ है प्रभु जी, सॉरी.
क्यों नहीं हुआ? क्योंकि किया नहीं.
ट्राई
किसने
नहीं.
आपको कहा कि मत करो?
नहीं करूंगी प्रभु जी, कल से करूंगी.
कल से? कल कभी नहीं आता इस जगत में. कल कभी नहीं आता. टुमारो नेवर कम्स, और इज दैट टुमारो नेवर डाइज. प्रणव.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. I remember 15 and 18 Prabhuji.
16 and 18.
15 and 18.
15 and 18. Okay, these are the most important. 15 and 18. If you do 16 and 17, that is also good. Okay, recite 15 and 18.
Yat Kirtanam, Yat Smaranam, Yat Ikshanam, Yat Bandhanam, Yat Shravanam, Yat Arhanam, Lokasya Sadho Vidunoti Kalmasham, Tasmai Shubhudre Shravase Namo Namah. And 18.
Yeah.
Kiryata Hunandra Pulinda Pulkasha, Avira Sumbhayavana Kasadaya, Jayane च पापयदपाश्रयाश्रया शुद्धन्ति तस्मै प्रभविष्णवे नमः.
Very good. Can you give the translation of the 18th verse?
Yes, Guruji.
Very good. Right.
Translation is that those classes of people, those like Kirata, Huna, Andhra, Pulinda.
What is Kirat? What is Kirat?
Kirat is a province somewhere in India. And Hona means Germany and Russia, part of Germany and Russia. Pulinda,
Then Andhra.
Andhra, it is South India. Abhira, Sumbha, Yavana, and then
Pulkasha, my dear. First you have to write this. Pulin, then Pulkasha.
and one is Greeks. Greek part, and another is Sindh.
Yes.
And by taking shelter to the devotees, Jayanya Papaya Dapashraya Shreya, taking shelter to the devotees and remembering the glories, they also can become purified.
Shuddhanti Tasmai. Prabha Vishnave Nama. By hearing
By the
the,
mercy of Lord Vishnu.
by hearing the glorification of God. Okay, I can only, request, I can to some extent push you, but whether you do it or not, it is up to you. What about you, Pradeep? Full 1 week you are in Tirupati? From last Saturday till Monday?
No, Sunday, bro.
Then, after that,
I came yesterday evening.
but when did you leave? Monday? I don't think you left on Monday. What are the verses? Have you memorized?
Bro.
No. What about you, Manoram? Oh, sorry, Manoram, you have already done. Dayashil Prabhu, you are again not visible. Your camera is also not properly adjusted. बोलो भूल ही गए याद ही नहीं था कुछ पढ़ना है भागवतम भी पढ़ते हैं 8:30 बजे याद आता है हाँ 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 भागवतम क्लास भी करना है चलो खोल लेते हैं बैठ जाते हैं बोलो unmute and recite.
Sorry, bro, I could not practice, bro.
What that is what I am saying now. Saturday, Sunday you have 2 official offs. Then don't complain that you have not understood Bhagavatam or nothing Bhagavatam is entering your heart. Because your heart is not prepared for Bhagavatam. Your heart is still absorbed in so many material aspirations. Now we will see. What about you, Priyanka? Sonika?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
हाँ,
Prabhuji, only 15.
चलो
I
बोलो at least one. Okay. Not having complete blank.
Yes, Prabhuji. Yat kirtanam, yat smaranam, yat ikshanam, yat vandanam, yat shravanam, yat arhanam, lokasya sadyo vidnoti kalmasha, tasme subhadra sravashe namo namah.
Okay. So we have seen that, see the expertise of our acharyas. They don't jump into saying, oh, now I have the chance to speak. Now you will hear from me how much knowledge or understanding I have. That is not Srimad Bhagavatam. You see the approach of Shukadeva Goswami, that is invoking auspiciousness all over. By again and again repeatedly offering his praise. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. In so many verses. And let us see after 18 what he says. Sa esha atma atmavatam adhishvaras Traimayo dharmamaya stapomaya Gatavalike ajashankaradhivi Vitarke lingo Bhagavan prasidita. Bhagavan prasidita. From Namo Namah and Tasmai Subhadre, now he has come to Bhagavan prasidita. That Supreme Lord may be pleased with me. He is the super soul. Sa esha atma atmavatam. Atmavatam means those who have realized themselves as Atma. So he is the Atma. That means the super soul of whole of the souls who have realized that they are not this body, they are soul. So he is the super soul and the supreme lord of all the self-realized souls. Adhishvara. He is the personification of Vedas, religious scriptures, and austerity, where it is here. Traimayo, Dharmamayo, Tapomayo. Traimayo means the three Vedas. Sam, Rik, and Yajur. These were the three original Vedas. Arthava was added later by Vyasadeva. But Vedas in the original form are three. So it is called Trimayo. So he is the one who is the personification of the Vedas. Vedasya sarver ahame vedyo. And is also the personification of Dharmamaya, of religious principles. Tapomaya, of all the austerities. He is the super soul and the supreme lord of all self-realized souls. He is the personification of the Vedas, religious scriptures, and austerities. He is worshipped by Lord Brahma and Shiva. Here it is. Aja, Aja means unborn. Who is unborn? Brahma. He does not take any birth from any mother. And Shankara Adibhi. Shankara is Shiva. So he is worshipped by Brahma, Shankara, and other, all demigods. He is worshipped by Lord Brahma and Shiva and those who are transcendental to all. Pretensions, being so revered with awe and veneration, may that Supreme Absolute be pleased with me. So he has made his prayers personal. So he is adding this attitude of his heart that may Lord be pleased with me. May that Supreme Absolute be pleased with me. The Supreme Lord, the personality of Godhead, although the Lord of all followers of different paths of self-realization, is knowable only by those who are above all pretensions. Pretension means show, kapat. Everyone is searching for eternal peace or eternal life. And with an aim to this destination, everyone is either studying the Vedic scriptures or other religious scriptures or undergoing severe austerity as empiric philosophers. As mystic yogis or as unalloyed devotees, etc. But the Supreme Lord is perfectly realized only by the devotees because they are above all pretension. Those who are on the path of self-realization are generally classified as karmis, jnanis, yogis, or devotees of the Lord. The karmis are much attracted by the fruitive activities of the Vedic rituals, are called bhukti kamis, or those who desire material enjoyment. The jnanis also try to become one with the Supreme by mental speculation, are called mukti kamis, or those who desire liberation from material existence. The mystic yogis who practice different types of austerities for attainment of 8 kinds of material perfection and who ultimately meet the Supersoul Paramatma in trance are called Siddhi Kamis. So Bhukti Kamis, Mukti Kamis, and Siddhi Kamis. Or those who desire the perfection of becoming finer than the finest, becoming heavier than the heaviest, getting everything desired, having control over everyone, creating everything like, etc. All these are abilities of a powerful yogi. But the devotees of the Lord do not want anything like that for self-realization, for self-satisfaction. They want only to serve the Lord because the Lord is great and as living entities they are eternally subordinate parts and parcels of the Lord. The perfect realization of the self by the devotee helps him to become desireless. Very important. The perfect realization of the self by the devotee helps him to become desireless. to desire nothing for his personal self, and thus the devotees are called Nishkama. Very famous verse is there in Chaitanya Charitamrita about all this Bhukti Kamis and Mukti Kamis and Siddhi Kamis and Bhaktas. What is that verse? Very famous verse from Chaitanya Charitamrita. It is quoted so often. Yes. Priyanka and Ravindra Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
This is Krishna Bhakta Niskama Ataiva Santa
Hmm.
और भुक्ति मुक्ति सिद्धि कामी सकल शांत.
Yes, very good. Krishna Bhakt Nishkam Ateva Shanta. And Bhukti Kami, Mukti Kami, Siddhi Kami, Sakale Ashan. Why? Because actually there is a desire. Desire for what? First is having, Karmis are having Bhukti, Jnanis are having Mukti, and Yogis are having Siddhis. So those who have any material aspirations, they cannot experience any peace. So disturbance of our mind or of our heart is why? Because we have aspirations for Bhukti, Mukti or Siddhi. As one is free from them, as one becomes a Bhakta, he is free from all these ulterior motivations. And he experiences everlasting peace. A living entity by his constitutional position cannot be void of all desires. The Bhukti Kamis, Mukti Kamis and Siddhi Kamis all desire something for personal satisfaction. But the Nishkami devotee of the Lord desire everything for the satisfaction of the Lord. See how expert is Srila Shukadeva Goswami. So he wants to, he is already in that category, but he wants to be classified as a Nishkami devotee who has only one desire for the satisfaction of the Lord. How do we know from the verse that he has only desire for satisfaction of the Lord? How? Where is this verse speaking that he is free from Bhukti, Mukti and Siddhi? बोलिए इतनी देर से चर्चा कर रहे हैं. No one is able to answer what we are discussing. Yes, Manoram Prabhu.
Prabhuji, the last sentence of translation, it is written, beings are devoured with awe and veneration, may that Supreme Absolute be pleased with you. So here that pleasing part is written.
Yeah. So what is the Sanskrit term? What is the Sanskrit term?
Now here it is Bhagavan Prasidata.
Yes. The only one aspiration is Bhagavan Prasidita. No other aspiration. So he is discharging, he is answering these questions only to please the Supreme Lord. Why is he speaking Srimad Bhagavatam? With only one intention, to satisfy the Supreme Lord. In the beginning, Arjuna placed himself as one of those who desire self-satisfaction. But he desired not to fight in the battle of Kurukshetra. But to make him desireless, the Lord preached the Bhagavad Gita, in which the ways of karma, yoga, jnana yoga, hatha yoga, and also bhakti yoga were explained. Because Arjuna was without any pretension, He changed his decision. Pretension, you are understanding what is pretension? Because emphasis on these verses are on pretension. What is the understanding of pretension? Who will explain what is pretension? Quickly. Why you people go in, sleep mode? What is pretension? If you don't know, then you should have asked me before. Batao, what is pretension? These verses are saying one has to be free from pretension. A devotee is free from pretension. Yes, Boliye Ramya and Jayashri Prabhu.
Only pretension comes from the word pretending. I mean, not cheating. Cheating from the
Again, pretension comes from the word pretending, and actually it is cheating. Nothing else but cheating. One is trying to show what he is not. Gaurangi, Haribol, sit down. Bato, sit. Good. So one should be free from pretension. What is the pretension? That we are wanting to have our own self-satisfaction, but we are making a show that we want to satisfy the Supreme Lord. So that should not be there. The Prabhupada is citing the example of Arjuna, who was free from pretension. Because Arjuna was without any pretension, he changed his decision. Because he was actually not interested in his own self-satisfaction, but the satisfaction of the Supreme. So he changed. And satisfied the Lord by agreeing to fight Karishe Vachanam Tava. And thus he became desirous. The example of Brahma and Shiva are specifically cited here because Brahma ji, Lord Shiva, Srimati Lakshmi ji, and four Kumaras, Sanak, Sanatan, etc. are leaders of the four desireless Vaishnava Sampradaya. They are all freed from the pretension. Srila Jiva Goswami interprets the word Gata Vyadika as Projita Kaitava. Wow. See. Or those who are freed from all pretensions. Kaitava is what? What is Kaitava? We all memorize this verse. Dharma projito Kaitavo at parmo nirmal saranam sata. What is Kaitava? Yes, Priyanka?
Dating principles that
Cheating.
dharma, artha,
Yes.
kama, moksha.
Cheating. The pretension is what? Cheating. Making a show of what one is not. That's cheating. So one should be free from cheating. And in the conditioned life, what we have? We have this tendency of cheating. To the extent we are changing, to that extent the cheating tendency or the cheating propensity is becoming less or becoming low. So they are the founders of the four principal sampradaya. They are free from projito kaitava dharma. Or those who are freed from all pretensions, the unalloyed devotees only in the Chaitanya Charitamrita. Okay, this verse has come. Madhya Leela 19:149 it is said, what Priyanka said, Krishna Bhakta Nishkam Ateva Shant Bhukti Mukti Siddhi Kami Shakaleya Shant. Those who are after fruitive results for their pious activities, that is karmis, those who desire salvation, that is jnanis, and identify with the Supreme, and those who desire material perfections of mystic powers, yogis, are all restless because they want something for themselves. But the devotee is completely peaceful. Which devotee? Because he has no demand for himself. Such a devotee. What is such a devotee called? Who has no demand and no desire for himself. What Srimad Bhagavatam explains such a devotee? Quickly it should come. Yes, Ramya? बोलो, दोबारा बोलिए।
निष्काम भक्ति।
नहीं, और निष्काम तो हो गया। There are prayers which speak about such a devotee. Yes, Sonika?
Sorry, Prabhuji, I thought from this verse only. In this verse, it was mentioned Vitarkya Lingo for Sukadeva Goswami.
अरे अकिंचन, नमो अकिंचन वित्ताय, निवृत्त गुण वित्ताय, अकिंचन वित्ताय, no material aspirations, is completely freed. कहीं और जाने की जरूरत नहीं है। ये 2-3 स्तुतियां भी अगर सही से समझ में आ गई ना, पूरी भागवतम समझ में आ गई है। फिर कुछ और जानने को क्या है? This is what it is speaking. He is the super soul of the self-realized. And these prayers are of whom? The topmost self-realized personality. Either it is Bhishmadev, or it is Maharani Kunti, or it is even Uttara. All these personalities. But the devotee is completely peaceful because he has no demand for himself and is always ready to serve the desire of the Lord. The conclusion is therefore that the Lord is for everyone, because no one can achieve the result of his respective desires without his sanction. But as stated by the Lord in the Bhagavad Gita 8.9, all such results are awarded by him only. For the Lord is Adhishwara. What is 8.9? Who remember? We have just done 8.9. What is 8.9? अभी 8 chapter चल ही रहा है. Dayashil, आपका your hand is raised. You know the answer? 8.9. Don't see the Bhagavad Gita. What is 8.9? Yes, Pradeep?
कविं पुराणम् अनुशासितारम् अनुरियंसम् अनुस्मरणीयम् सर्वस्य दातारम् अचिन्त्य रूपम् आदित्यवर्णम् तमसा परस्तात्.
Yes. I said also on that time. So how many ways of meditation in this verse? 9. 8th chapter, 9th verse, and 9 ways of meditating on the Lord. 8.9. Abhi bola tha maine just 2 days back on Saturday. When I started because I took the last verse of the 8th chapter, Vedeshu Yagyeshu Tapashu Cheva. So I said that the 9th verse is talking about 9 ways. But what kind of meditation? Is Ashtanga Yoga meditation. All such results are awarded by him only. For the Lord is Adhishwara. There are Ishwaras who are controllers, but Adhishwara means one who is the ultimate controller, the final controller, or the original controller, or the controller of all the controllers, of everyone, namely the Vedantists, the great Karmakandis, the great religious leaders, the great performers of austerity, and all who are striving for spiritual advancement. But ultimately is realized by the pretension-less devotees only. Again and again, at least 4 times in this last 2 purports, Prabhupada has emphasized this. Not last 2 purports, only in this purpose. So the main word in this verse is pretension-less or pretension-free devotee. Therefore, special stress is given to the devotional service of the Lord by Srila Sukadeva Goswami. Another very beautiful verse. This verse must be memorized by everyone. Very beautiful verse. Shriyapatir Yagyapatir Prajapatir Hyampatir Lokpatir Dharapatir Patir Gatis Chadaka Vrishni Satvatam Prasiditam Me Bhagavan Satam Pati. Very beautiful verse. Lord Vishnu in particular, Prabha Vishnava is mentioning in this chapter. So the Lord is Shriyapati. Shriya means opulence. So who is the possessor of all opulence? Shad Aishwarya Purna is the Supreme Lord. He is Shriyapati. And also he is Yagnapati. What is the purpose? Who is the enjoyer of all the sacrifices? Pati means one who is the owner or the enjoyer both. So what is the purpose of Yajna? Yajna by Vishnu is to satisfy Lord Vishnu. So he is Yajnapati. And also he is the Prajapati. He is the leader or he is the master of everyone. And he is Dhyampati. Dhyam means intelligence. How Krishna is Dhyampati? We have studied this. How Krishna is Dhyampati. Dhya is intelligence. Quote me the example how Krishna is Dhyampati. We have studied that verse 100 times, not 1, 2 or 10 times. हाँ बोलिए दयाशील प्रभु जल गई बत्ती धिया
in 7th chapter, Buddhi Buddhi Matam Asmin. I am the intelligence of the intelligent.
अच्छा okay, that verse is also there, but one more verse which speaks precisely of how he is Dhyampati. More precisely. Yes, Priyanka?
ददामि बुद्धियोगं तं येन माम् उपयन्ति ते.
Yeah, but to whom? Not to everyone. To whom?
To his devotees,
Which devotee?
Ananya devotees.
What is that Ananya Bhakti? What is
Oh.
that Ananya devotion?
Those who have no desire.
No. You have to be specific. Who will answer? अभी क्या है आपको बता दिया बोलो मनोराम how Krishna is Dhyampati. She has given 80% of the answer, but 20% is missing. Not 20%, no, 40% is missing. Because what it means to be desireless. Krishna is answering. चतुर्श्लोकी गीता बोलो अभी क्या है चतुर्श्लोकी भी भूल गए क्या सोनिका वो तो he has lost his intelligence and memory both. What about you? बोलो you people are not revising. Revise नहीं करोगे तो याद नहीं रहेगा कुछ. You should do one thing. Every day at least recite one chapter. Not even 10 minutes. Do one ना. एक दिन पहला चैप्टर करो अगले दिन दूसरा करो महीने में 2 बार पूरा गीता रिवाइज होगा करो you should have some agenda in your hand, some target in your hand. बोलो बताओ इतना important वर्ड भूल गए तेषां सतत युक्तानां भजतां प्रीति पूर्वकं then only, otherwise there is no possibility. It has to be satata yukta and bhajatam and also priti purvakam. That is desirelessness. Then Krishna says, Dadami buddhi yogam. Otherwise, there is no buddhi yoga. Then what is there? Dhartharashtrasya durbuddhe and yuddhe priya chikirshava. Where is the yuddha with? Yuddha is with 3 modes. Life will be lost in this modes, struggle with the modes. So Krishna is Dhyampati. He is Shriyapati, Yagyapati, Prajapati, Dhyampati, Lokapati, where he says Lokaprati, Sarva Loka Maheshwaram. And he is Dharapati. Dhara means this material world. How Krishna is Dharapati? One pastime quickly. How we know that Krishna is Dharapati? क्लास में बैठ गए हैं लेकिन माइंड और थॉट प्रोसेस कहीं और एब्जॉर्ब कर. हाउ कृष्णा इज धरापति? बोलो. Everyone is planned. Yes, Ravindra Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes.
Lord Balaram in form of Ananta Sesa hold the entire.
Even more specific, you all went to Tirupati. Pradeep went to Tirupati. What is the first place you visit in Tirupati? That as per Shastra, this is the first deity that you go and offer your obeisances in the Tirupati complex. Let me first hear from him. How much has he understood? Again and again visiting Tirupati, but what is the process he is following? Which is the first deity that you go and offer obeisances?
Vara in
Huh?
the hills. Varaha Swami Prabhu.
Yes, Shwet Varaha. And what did Varadev do? What did Varadev do? Why is he being worshipped? Not known. Huh? You raised your hand. Yes, Ramya.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी जब हिरण्याक्ष ने मदर
Ah.
को
He resurrected the earth from Garbhodak Sagar and again he placed it in his orbit. Why? Because he is Dharapati. Then he's saying Patir Gatis Chandaka Vrishni Satvata. May Lord Shri Krishna, who is the worshipable Lord of all the devotees, the protector and glory of all the kings like Andhaka and Vrishni of the Yadu dynasty. This is from the last two lines. Huh? Cha Andhaka Vrishni Satvatam. Patir Gatis Cha Andhaka. So these are dynasties. So many times when we go for Braj Yatra, now next is Braj Yatra. Of the Andhaka and the Vrishni and the Satvatas. What is Satvatas? Let me see how much of understanding you have built up. What is Satvata? You are speaking Swarnika, but you are muted. Unmute and then say.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Yaduvansis are
No. Satvata. Who is called Satvata? अभी इतने सारे वर्स याद करते हैं, वर्स के साथ साथ थोड़ा उसका अंडरस्टैंडिंग भी आना चाहिए. Who is the Satvata?
Prabhuji Brajvasi जो है.
No, not only you, Brajvasi. Who is Satvata? Pibanti ye Bhagavata Atmana Satam. Everywhere it's Satam is Satam Prasangat Mama Veer Samvidho. Satam means what is Satam or Satvata? अभी तो और बहुत क्लियर कर दिया. वर्ड मीनिंग जरूर देखिए. अच्छा है आप लोग याद कर रहे हैं, कोशिश कर रहे हैं. लेकिन proper clear comprehension होना चाहिए what the verse is speaking, what Srimad Bhagavatam is speaking, what is the message. बोलो प्रियंका, आप तो बहुत क्लियर.
Satam is the devotees of Supreme Lord.
Yes, pure devotees. Satvatas are pure devotees. Whose only Lord is only one. Their only Pati is only one. That is Krishna. They are all Satvatas. Satvatam is Yadus also. Here it is Yadus. Okay. It is Yadus. But normally Satvata is for devotees. So may Lord Krishna, who is worshipable Lord of all devotees. The Prabhupada is giving that in the translation. The first thing he is saying is Satvatas. And then he says, the protector and glory of all the kings. What are the kings? The Vrishni kings. Like Andhaka and Vrishnis of the Yadu dynasty. The husband of the goddess of fortune. Where is husband of the goddess of fortune? Where is the word? Husband of the goddess of fortune? Yes, Ramya?
Priyapati.
Very good. Shriyapati. Yes. The director of all sacrifices, Yagyapati. And therefore the leader of all living entities. That is Prajapati. The controller of all intelligence, Dhyampati. The proprietor of all planets, Lokapati. Spiritual and material. Of course, Krishna is Sarvaloka Maheshwara. And the supreme incarnation on the earth. The supreme all in all. And is also Dharapati. Be merciful upon me. I will discuss it tomorrow. It is already late. Very beautiful verse. I have explained to some extent in detail. So every word is having a suffix of Pati. Beautiful verse. Prabhupada quotes this verse in Bhagavad Gita also. Anyone remembers where Prabhupada quotes this verse in Bhagavad Gita? Where Prabhupada is quoting this verse in Bhagavad Gita, which verse of Bhagavad Gita purport Srila Prabhupada is quoting? This is how we have to scrutinizingly study and remember. Yes, Dayashil Prabhu, your hand was up, now you have closed it. Anyway, if you don't know, then find out. Okay? So this verse is to be remembered. Must remember this verse. Okay? So I am closing now. All these verses are to be remembered. Actually, this is what the prayer is. What is the prayer in the 15th verse? Yat kirtanam yat smaranam. So how you will do smaranam? What is there to be remembered of the Lord? His qualities. Guna. Guna and his karma. That is why Krishna says, Janma karma cha me divya. Evam yo veti tatvata. This is how we will enter. By remembering his qualities. Hare Krishna. Okay? Any query, question, or contribution from your side? Well, yes. Your camera is not properly done. दयाशील प्रभु अभी आप सामने दिख रहे हैं मोस्टली आपकी दीवार पे जो भगवान राधा पार्थसारथी का कैलेंडर है उसी का दर्शन करता हूं मैं अभी आपका हो रहा है
Prabhuji, in the previous verse, Prabhuji, in the 19th, in the second para, Arjuna was without any pretension. Can you Prabhuji
Yes.
tell what is the meaning?
What is this verse speaking about? This verse is speaking about those devotees who are free from pretension. All others are with pretension. Who are with pretension? Bhuktigami, and Mukti Kami and Siddhi Kamis. And Prabhupada is quoting Srila Jiva Goswami. He's saying Dharma Projito, who were free from, that was kicked out the cheating principle. Who is free from punition means when he is told that this is not good for you, this is not good for pleasing the Supreme Lord, he accepts and he changes his intention because he has no pretension. Others who have pretension will never accept, they will never change. They will again repeatedly do the same thing again and again. Why? Because in their heart, they have no desire to please the Supreme Lord. They have only one desire, to satisfy themselves, their lust, their ego, their sense gratificatory desires. Such people are pretentious. Free from pretension means, I will change. They're not good for you. Krishna will not be pleased with it. Okay, I will not do it. I have no desire to do it which will not please Krishna. Acceptable. That is why Prabhupada is writing that verse, Karishye Vachanam Tava. But what we are doing, we will say Karishye Vachanam Mama. Karishye Vachanam Mama. What Tava? No Tava. So that Karishye Vachanam Mama, when it converts to Karishye Vachanam Tava, then one is free from pretension. Okay. Any other question or discussion? Very beautiful section. Yes, Sonika.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, verse number 19, it was mentioned Aja for Brahmaji, who is unborn. So, Prabhuji, can Aja be quoted for Lord also? Because he is also unborn.
He says, Ajo apisan avyayatma, bhutanam ishvaro apisan. 4th chapter, 6th verse. He says, Ajo apisan avyayat. But among the conditioned living entities, no one can claim that he is unborn. But Brahmaji does not go through the womb of the mother. Does he get birth from the womb of the mother? No. So what is he called? He has taken birth, but from where he has taken birth? Bolo, unmute and then speak.
Prabhuji, from the lotus.
Yeah,
from
so
the-
his name is Aja or his name is Padmaja. Where he takes birth from? Padma, from lotus flower. Not from the womb of the mother. Okay, well, every soul is also unborn. Na jayate mriyate va kadachin. Nayam bhutva bhavita na bhuyo. But that is only in the liberated state, not in the conditions. Condition state means again and again taking birth and again going to face the situation of death. But Brahmaji is not in that situation. He is above all. So he is Aja. Okay? Amoha, Hare Krishna.
बोलो
आवाज आ रहा है आपका?
नहीं हरे कृष्ण
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी।
हरे कृष्णा। कैसी हैं आप?
ठीक हूँ।
ठीक है, वेरी गुड। श्लोका याद कर रही है? बोलो, श्लोका याद कर रही है आप?
श्लोक याद कर रही हो बताओ
हाँ।
आज कौन सा श्लोक याद किया आपने?
विष्णु प्रिय
नहीं भगवत गीता
भगवत गीता।
कौन सा
भगवान
भगवान विष्णु
बताओ बताओ, शेयर करो, जोर से बोलो, थोड़ा थोड़ा पास कर दो, बोलिए।
भगवान विष्णुश्च तन्नष्टा।
पूरा सुना दो
पूरा
भगवान
सुनाओ।
विष्णु
भगवान विष्णुश्च तन्नष्टा। समतिं Jaya
Ashwatthama.
Ashwatthama Vighnacha formed at this Tathaivacha.
एक बार और बोलिए, एक बार और बोलिए, once more.
Dismiss.
Bhavan Bhishma Sarvashta
Something.
Samatim Lipa Shamatim Jaya Ashwatthama Vighnacha formed at this Tathaivacha.
वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड, बहुत अच्छा. और जपा भी करती है ना आप सवेरे उठ के पापा के साथ? हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र करती हैं? फिर भगवान को कैसे आप प्लीज करेगी? अभी हम देख रहे हैं ना, भगवान प्रसीदिता. सुखदेव गोस्वामी बोल रहे हैं कि हमें सब कुछ वो करना है जिससे भगवान श्री कृष्ण विल बी हैप्पी, विल बी प्लीज, है ना? आप भगवान का नाम लोगे, अभी इसमें आ रहा है श्रीमद् भागवतम में, वो यही बोल रहे हैं. हाँ. यश कीर्तनम, तो भगवान का नाम लेना है ना, कीर्तन करना है. हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे. आप तो इतना अच्छा कीर्तन करती हैं, तो कीर्तन वही करता है जो भगवान का नाम लेता है, जपा करता है. ठीक है, तो सुबह के समय कीर्तन का मतलब है जपा. जपा फीडबैक है या नहीं आपके पास? है ना, फीडबैक है. तो भगवान ने फीडबैक आपको इसीलिए दिया है ना कि आप उनका नाम को जपें, है ना? तो आप कल से पापा के साथ स्कूल कितने बजे जाना होता है?
अभी तो छुट्टी चल रही है.
ओ,
अभी तो छुट्टी चल रही है.
कोई छुट्टी है तो जपा करो, फिर क्या दिक्कत है? ठीक है, मम्मी पापा जब जप करते हैं तो साथ में बैठ के आप भी किया, तो कृष्णा विल बी वेरी प्लीज. तो भगवान आपको और इंटेलिजेंस देंगे.
तब मैं क्लास कर रही थी, मेरा क्लास था ना, तब कर रही थी.
सुबह भी.
अच्छा, तो क्लास में भी करो और घर में भी करो. ठीक है, थैंक यू. हरे कृष्णा. श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय. शिल प्रभुपाद की जय. उपस्थित सभी भक्त वृंद की जय. निताई गौर प्रेमानंद. हरि हरि.